Chuck, you got a chance to see Jacob Slavin up close quite a bit with Team USA. Obviously, had a really good game last game. Just what's the challenge when he's playing at the level he's playing at back there for them? Just kind of their rock, similar to what Gus does for you guys.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's got an incredible stick. Knocks pucks down, blocks shots, skates so well. Isn't overly physical, but will be physical when he needs to be. But yeah, one of the best D in the league, and kind of all around. Doesn't hit. He hits every part of the game. Plays so many minutes. He's obviously exactly like the guy sitting next to me. So it's been a tough series against him so far. And if he's going to play all these minutes, we've got to put it behind the goal line and hit him every single time. I felt like we didn't do that last game and allowed him to play those minutes and to keep excelling in those minutes. So we got to make it hard on him if he's going to play that much. But he's been incredible, and not only this round but all year, and especially in the playoffs. So definitely a guy we got to key on, and a very tough player to play against.
Front right.
Matthew, last series against Toronto, kind of a similar situation where you didn't like your performance in Game 6 and then went on the road Game 7, had one of your best games of the series. What's the belief in this room that you can do it again tonight?
Yeah, we always have a ton of belief. It's our preparation that allows us to have that belief, but we got to go out there and execute it tonight. We got to get back to our game. We have to be physical. We have to be fast. We can't be looking to break anything open. We'll earn our opportunities when they're there, but just be hard. We always prepare for that 7 game. Like we've said it for years. So tonight's no different, but there's a little extra energy in here tonight. Coming on the road with a chance to win the conference championship. I mean, this is as good as it gets. So we're really excited.
Front right.
Matthew, about the game within the game, like going back to Game 3 at the end when you and Aho were going at it, how are you able to balance those moments when trying to just get a mental edge or a physical edge with playing the games and worrying about the ultimate goal of winning?
Well, that's the only goal right now is winning. I don't really know if there's the only mental edge you can have right now is just playing as hard as you can and frustrating them. There's nothing else that goes into it, and at the end of the day, our team will stick up for each other, and we've got a great bond in that room, and we've gone through so much, this year and years prior that we've become a family. So, you stick up for each other, and I don't really think there's really much game within the game right now. Like the only game is the one out there, and just got to win it, move on.
Back right.
Yeah. Also for Matthew, just your general manager was Gus. Your general manager was nominated for the GM of the Year award. I'm just wondering, what have you made of his ability to continuously find players that fit the way the Panthers play? And also just how would you describe his presence around the team?
Yeah, found Forsey from here, so that was a big one. Some big trades, some big free agent signings, some great trades. But I think it's all built on great guys and hard workers, and guys that fit really in the style of game that we want to play here. So each edition has been great, but you can't build a great team with bad guys, and we don't have any in there. We're so lucky to have some of the best guys in the league, and I always say it: nobody works harder, nobody has more fun. So we've really built. I shouldn't say he's built a great culture in there, and for us just to come in, I know a guy like me just to come in pretty easy a few years ago and just help be part of that. It's been super fun and super easy, and yeah, he's done a great job, and hopefully we can reward it with a win tonight.
And just his presence around the team.
Yeah, we don't see him a whole lot. I think that it's nice when you don't necessarily see him like every day. That's nothing against him, but not being around like a helicopter. Like he trusts in what we do there. He trusts Paul. He trusts the players, and yeah, he's been a great GM and somebody that has changed my life, bringing me here. So I'll always get to thank him for that.
Front left.
For Gus. Just obviously the road numbers this year in the playoffs, and also obviously the past years as well, just so good, so strong. Is there any secret sauce there, and just how different is playoffs on the road when you guys, you're always together on the road, but it seems like it's a little different in the playoffs. You're just one tight unit. You go from plane, bus, game, bus, hotel. It's just kind of getting the group that tight during this time of year.
Yeah, it's awesome. We love spending time with each other, and we're having a lot of fun at the hotel, and just down here. So it's great. You know, you get the group together and us against the world, that kind of feeling. So it's great.
Do you feel like when you step on the ice like a morning skate in a road building, does it feel a little different?
I mean, not necessarily. I think trying to prepare like I always do, and it doesn't matter on the road or at home, but you know, maybe a little different.
Front right.
Also for Gus, obviously we've seen how big Nico's showed up this specific series. 2 goals in Game 3 before getting hurt, missed Game 4. Not sure if he's playing tonight, but just how big of an impact he made on that blue line this year.
Yeah, he's been great all year, for sure, especially in the playoffs. But you know, he's a huge part for us, and he plays big minutes, and you know, hopefully he's back soon.
Last question, back left.
Matt, you mentioned before in game 4, you guys might have been looking to break things open a little bit, right? You guys score 5 goals in 10 minutes in a third period in the previous game. Because that kind of like mess with your process a little bit insofar as maybe thinking it'll come a little bit easier than it does offensively?
I think yes and no. I mean, when you score, we scored a lot of goals in the first 3, so you know, naturally you might just be like, all right, you just do some of the right things, you're gonna score 5 goals. That's just not how it works. Not in this series. I mean, this series is a 1-0, 2-1 series. We knew it coming in, expecting it to be that 2-1 type of game tonight. So I think when you maybe don't score early, and you're trailing, and you're in the third, even in the third period, we're down 1 shot. Like, we don't need to break it open, and for us as players, like, I think we just got away from it a little bit. Whereas if we just got back to playing like the simple, like oversimplifying it, I think that works to our advantage, and that's just been our recipe for years. Like, oversimplify, skate hard, hit hard, try to get some pucks back, and try to put it in the net.
Thank you for your time,
Thanks.
guys.